Welcome, I'm the Kaiju no Kami, and this is a quickie review of One Piece Film Gold. To start, One Piece is a manga and anime series that has been going on in Japan since the late 90s. As such, if you have not seen anything from the series before or ever read it, this movie is not going to be for you because it is made for those fans. The story takes place after the most recent completed story arc, Dressrosa, with Luffy and his crew arriving at this big casino island that's owned by this guy that controls gold because he had the gold fruits. Tesoro was a great villain. He goes right up there with Crocodile, Lucci, and Arlong is some of the best villains this series has. And I think he's the best movie villain. The other movies have had great villains, but nothing like this guy. This guy was fantastic. There are a lot of callbacks to previous arcs. There are characters that show up from earlier in the series here. There are things mentioned from earlier in the series. So it is chock full of Easter eggs, and overall it was just a really fun experience. This is probably the most hilarious anime movie I have seen in theaters in a while. Even though I've seen a lot of great ones, I don't remember laughing so hard in an anime movie since Dragon Ball Battle of Gods. It is just great. The story is really well done. The pacing is wonderful. There was not a dull moment at all. There is a really good heist scene, which is what absolutely sold me on it. The heist is great. So yeah, it's One Piece with a heist in it. That is just plain out awesome. The music to the movie is fantastic. One Piece has a crew of 8 characters, so all of them have a great moment to shine in this movie. I do think, though, that Brook was underutilized here because we have a villain that actually can sing, and the movie opens up with a good dance number going on, but Brook never sings in this movie, which is a shame because since he's supposed to be the Soul King at this point, it would have been cool to have him and the villain have some type of dance-off or some type of music competition. That would have been really cool to see. That aside, though, every character has wonderful screen time. My favorite characters are Robin and Frankie, and I was quite pleased with the amount of time they got here. And Robin had some really great dry humor one-liners. Speaking of which, this movie has a lot of puns. It is hilarious, and the puns work so well. There's a perfect blend of comedy and drama. It knows when it needs to be serious and knows when it needs to be comedic. The action scenes are well done. The animation is gorgeous. Like, the fight scenes are well animated, well choreographed. It is also one of the best looking anime movies out there. Now, Funimation has put a lot of hard work in their English dub of this series. Their dub, I think, is just as good as the Japanese version. This is one of those shows I can watch in either language and enjoy it the same. With that said, something was going on in the beginning of the movie because the first 10 minutes, the lip flaps seemed completely out of sync with the English dialogue. And I've never seen that done in any of the other One Piece movies. I'm not sure if maybe it was because it was on the big screen that I noticed it compared to the other ones, or if it's just something that was an issue at the beginning there. Maybe that's because they were using Toei's theatrical print that they didn't get to really lip sync the flaps perfectly, and that'll be fixed for the Blu-ray and DVD release. But it was quite noticeable in the first 10 minutes. After that, the whole thing is golden. Not only that, but as much as I love Strong World and Film Z, this is by far my favorite One Piece movie. It feels like a manga arc that was put into anime form with a movie budget because it is a movie. And it's really wonderful. Oda wrote it, so everything is done perfectly because the man who knows the characters wrote the characters. It's not like other anime movies where it's a side story written by some random person that has never worked on the series before, doesn't know who these characters are. If you are a fan of One Piece, you must check this out. I give this wonderful piece of animation a 10 out of 10, and it was a great way to start 2017 off. Until next time, bye.